Welcome back to Riverbend Springs in our hard mode survival challenge. It's time for another big purchase on the farm, and we're doing it with almost no money to begin the episode. But we'll fix that problem and push our earning potential as we get to work on the farm. Last time, we got our 2 grass fields in sync, so every time we rent our baling and roller equipment, we'll be gathering more grass and increasing our revenue. In this episode, I think we're going to take big strides and go through a couple rounds of silage sales, gather some money, and make a big purchase. I've advanced through the months from July, when we made a big row of silage bales, to October, where they'll be ready to sell and we can get another harvest off the fields. Along the way, I did keep checking the used equipment sales, but nothing came up we really needed. So now, while we wait for our silage to ferment the last few percent, we'll start cutting the grass. The grass was a little wet with morning dew, but we got it cut. That's also, however, all we can do. We have negative dollars in the account. So, before we rent the baler for the fields, we'll sell some silage. We'll position the trailer, go get the front loader and bale spike, and get loading. We'll put 2 on the spikes. Might as well move as much as we can with each trip. The John Deere certainly does look good driving down the road with the trailer. That was about 5,500, and we should have at least 2 more loads like that. But for right now, we have enough for the baler and probably the wrapper. Let's interrupt the selling to try to get the field baled. Driving all over our freshly cut grass rows to load silage was bumpy to say the least. We'll pause for a moment to take in the fall colors. Okay, on with the baling. I like to show off little details in the game, so take a look at the baling mechanism, all the gears and chains turning. Alright, we're on the last strip and we've turned out 25 bales. We should be able to get one more. No, not even close, but we did our best. So we'll give the store back their baler with it half full of grass. There is a mod that allows you to throw out partial bales, but no easy mods are allowed in this hard mode challenge, so that's off the table, as well as any equipment that's crazy good at super cheap prices. We won't be doing that either. This time, the animal dealer wants our silage. And we get a nice bit of train watching on our way as a bonus. We'll hit the repairs on the way, but only the tractor. 400 is very worthwhile maintenance. We're 100% reliant on this one and only tractor. And right now, it's got to finish loading the silage and help bring in some money. All right, total across all 3 loads of silage, we're up over $17,000 in the account. It feels good to have a little padding in the savings. We have just 2 more bales left. Let's add those to the account and see. About 18,500. Let's celebrate by doing something fun, but not expensive. We're going to precisely color match the trailer to the John Deere. Giants put out the ability to apply any custom color, so I looked up on the website the RGB code for John Deere green. And there you go, a perfect match. We'll just do the frame, just give it that little bit of match. And look at the reflections in that glossy paint. That's very glossy. Speaking of paint, the tractor is looking very scuffed. Someday, when we have money, we might give it a repainting. Okay, we've run back over to the store to get the wrapper. I got so excited about our custom painting, I completely forgot. Let's get the wrapper back over to the farm and start making silage. We've run out of wrap, but we have plenty on the pallet. It was an unexpected expense in the last episode, however, it is one where we get a long-term benefit. Okay, all wrapped. We'll do our usual return and get the roller. It does feel like we're starting to get a little bit of production going, and rolling the field for that extra yield is a very important step. All right, we'll get that all folded away and returned, and do it right here at the field. There's nothing else we need for a while at the store. It also means that with the fields done, we can step forward into November, and if things have gone well, we'll have a big surprise waiting for us. Okay, it's early morning in November, and it's time for a big reveal. There, you can see them. Our lodgepole pines have reached their first growth stage. Absolutely magnificent. 11.6 meters. Look at those rows. And this last row. When they're fully grown, that'll be a lot of high quality wood. The grass field has also done perfect. It's hit the growing stage, and it'll stay dormant just like this until we see it grow again in March. And the other field? Yes, exactly the same, perfect. Now in the mushroom house, things have just gone bananas in there. There's 5 pallets sitting outside, and look, 10 more pallets done and ready to pop out when there's room. The silage has just started to ferment, and we can sell that in January, in just a couple of months. Wow, the morning sun. The colors. The low fog. Just a beautiful morning on the farm. What we'll do now is pass the day over into December. January, or perhaps even later today, the price of mushrooms will be at their best. So we'll go ahead and get them loaded on the trailer and ready, because when the price is at its best, we want to roll. Okay, the cars were a little more annoying than usual, but we got everything loaded. Perhaps stacked a bit high, but they're loaded. We'll just wait now and watch the prices. All right, it's January morning, and the prices are about as good as they're going to get. Unfortunately, different places are offering the best for enoki versus the oyster mushrooms, but we can live with that. We'll just take the last couple pallets on the fork and go sell at the farmer's kiosk. That is certainly an impressive load. Stacked 4 high for a total of 18 pallets. This should be very good. Well, I almost saved it. Let me see if I can flip it upright. Negative. It's just way too heavy no matter which way. Let me try something that probably won't work. I'm gonna try pushing it up onto the hill. And maybe if it's sloped the right way, it'll give me an advantage and I can set it upright. I really don't want to reload everything. Okay, that was a waste of time, but at least I tried. I just unstrapped the lot and will reload. What I will do though is use the reloading to my advantage and do 2 loads so I can sell the enoki to where they have the best price and then the oyster to where they're at their best. Might as well make the best of our mistake. Okay, we're off with the enoki. Let's see what we can make. I think we'll back into this trigger rather than jam ourselves down into the trees. Almost 7,000. Let's get the oyster mushrooms loaded and see what they bring in. About 6,000, bringing in almost 13,000 total. The mushroom house has definitely shown its worth. I'd like to get another one, but we've got some other things to take care of first. What I'd like to do in this episode, as a goal, is to buy this field right here, the one worth 25,000. We have the money, and it already has grass planted, which is exactly what we need. We've even got all the silage bales to sell, which will give us plenty of money for equipment rentals, and it seems like the thing to do. We will wait, though, to buy it until February. There's nothing we can do at the field until April, and waiting until the morning of February will let us sell the silage in the morning to get the money for the baling equipment, rather than trying to hurry to get everything done later in the day. Okay, let's check the used equipment right quick. Well, this I could not have predicted. The Anderson wrapper is on sale in the used listing. It would be a fantastic wrapper for us. It would wrap what we've been doing and even handle the larger 180 centimeter round bales. It can also wrap decent sized square bales. The baler that makes the larger bales is just a tiny bit more, 4,500. Buying the wrapper, though, would probably mean not buying the field. Or maybe not. We do have the silage. It'll be close. Tell you what I'll do. I'll sell the silage and see how much money we've got because I absolutely want to buy the field. Let's load up the trailer and get going. Nope, I've changed my mind. I think if I wait and that wrapper disappears off the sale listing while I'm fiddling with the bales, I'll regret it. We'll go ahead and buy the wrapper and hope for the best. We'll even buy the nature green to match the pallet we bought earlier. It's $1,000 more, but in for a penny, in for a pound. And that amount shouldn't make a huge difference. There. Now, it's all up to the silage sales. Let's get them sold. Okay, we're about to sell out the last big load, and I'm nervous. I don't think the silage is going to do it for us. Yeah, 23,500, and we need about 25,200. There's 2 more bales, but they'll only bring us up to just under 2,500. We'll be short. Yeah, 24,900 and some change, just a touch under what we need. This is a dilemma. Technically, we could get the money. We could sell a mushroom pallet or even cut down one of the immature lodgepole pines. It would give us the money, but we'd be left with 2 problems. One is that we'd have no money to rent any baling equipment, or actually a negative account balance by the time April rolls around. The field we want to buy is also unplanted now, so we'd have the expense of planting and probably even cultivating to deal with. Both of those together would mean more loans, and I'm not going to do that. Not in this situation anyway. No, what we need to do is be patient. The expense of that wrapper completely changed our plans. I was 100% sure we were going to be buying the new field, but I just couldn't pass up on that wrapper. The bigger bales are going to be great in the long run, and it will start saving us about $2,700 annually to avoid the rental fees for the wrapper. So I'm still happy about the decision. I just wanted the new field as well. But I will make you this promise: nothing is gonna stop us from getting that field. And we're going to come out on the other side without taking any more loans. In the next episode. Like and subscribe to see what we do with that field, because it's going to be special. See you then.